into the end zone. You think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. A 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Mayfield on first down.
The pass is caught by Cade Otton.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Mayfield on play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Mayfield.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
At the 36-yard line.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Third and 19.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Stroud looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll end up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
First and 10, it's Stroud. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Bucs force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 34.
First down, Tampa Bay.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. You look at the defense for these Texans.
They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Mayfield now on second down. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. But it's caught. Tompkins. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Complete right side to Otten. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Alert! Alert! King!
This is the fullback Strong. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
At the 5-yard line. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Mayfield looks to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time now, too.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Mayfield to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. They'll run. Here's Strong to fullback. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. This an easy one, 23-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Cougar 19. Ready.
Throwing now is Stroud. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Let's go now.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Stop low 18.
Here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Texans sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Stroud. That one complete. It's tanked down. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Play fake. Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
offense on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Mayfield down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Check smash. Check smash. Ready, ready.
Play action. Stroud now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead. Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Second and 10.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Stop.
Another carry for the fullback, Strong. And he lost the football. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. First down, Mayfield. He's into the secondary. Touchdown! Cade Otton, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers are able to widen their advantage.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Here we go.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Broncos. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready.
Stroud. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Okay, break.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Kalijah Kancey able to record his 5th sack of the season. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Stroud to throw it. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Trap 50, trap 50. 19 tight, 19 tight.
And Stroud now to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. This is taken at the 18.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another intercept.
Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On the handoff, here's the fullback Strong. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Now Mayfield. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Come on.
Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10.
Go.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He's going to air one out. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. And the Bucs are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
18 Cardinal. Ready.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
King.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Alert!
Here's Strong. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I love the modern game, but that was a throwback right there to see the big man with football, running, knocking people aside, and picking up yardage. That takes me back to the 60s, the 70s, when fullbacks ruled the earth.
They run it again with a fullback Strong. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Touchdown!
Tampa Bay.
Pierre Strong, his first rushing touchdown on the year.
And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Stroud.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing to trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Stroud on 3rd down now.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw, Mayfield. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards the pickup there.
And the Buccaneer 1st down.
Alert.
They'll run here with Strong.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Strong grabs it over the middle. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
Regular. Point it right.
Mayfield.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
At the 3-yard line.
Second down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. 3's all around.
Now they send a man in motion right.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Chris Godwin
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Bucs are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Texans 7.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Ready,
after the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Viking 18, Panther 11, Panther 11. Cup 19, Cup 19, go.
Stroud looking to throw. Up the right sideline. And all the way up to the 33-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He gets this one to Mechie. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a 1st down.
This one left side caught by Collins. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
Ready.
Stroud out of the gun here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here just past the 25.
They'll take over the 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Brought down on the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and 7. Mayfield looks to throw. Flushed out right. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Now inside the 25. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TV. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And that's caught at the 2. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Kevin Tompkins on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Gets it to Strong. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Mayfield with it once more. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Taking it about the 16. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Texans will take over.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Pierce on the counter, and he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, go!
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. And my goodness, another interception. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Start.
Following the interception, Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Trey Palmer, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Come on.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
60 Bobcat. Dragon 60.
Second and 10. Stroud to throw yet again here. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. On a slant, here's Collins. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Pierce gets this one running right. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, "Where was that all game?" Or maybe he's just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on and a positive.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stroud. That's to the veteran. It's Robert Woods. There he goes left side. A huge play there for Houston. And even 50 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Stroud. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And they're going to speed things up here.
A loss of 7 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
In motion right, that's Dell. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stroud under pressure, and they got to him again. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Let's go now. Pioneer.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. And now here is another interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
At their own 5-yard line.
Hey, alert 33.
This is Strong. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Mayfield to throw it.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Mustang 19. Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to get a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Get it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Buffalo 18.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. He'll complete this one to Collins.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Ready.
And Stroud now to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Take Dell.
26 yards.
And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Now Strong. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Hey, alert 33.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Throw out right. It's brought in by Otten. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
It's a gain of 32.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.